Are you curious on how Boba got his iconic dent in his helmet, and are wondering why he didn't remove it after cleaning up his armor in The Mandalorian? Well, then this is the video for you, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, I'm the Great Jedi and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how Boba Fett got his iconic dent in his helmet and why he even kept it after cleaning his armor in the second season of The Mandalorian. So to start us off on how Boba got his dent, he got it when he was in a duel with Cad Bane in an unfinished Clone Wars episode back when George Lucas still owned Star Wars and he was still making Clone Wars arcs. And if you guys want to see that duel, I posted on the channel not too long ago and the link will be in the description, and it's a pretty cool duel if you ask me, so I would not want to miss it. But anyways, Boba shoots Cad Bane, and at the same time Cad Bane shoots Boba right in the head, but with Boba, his Beskar armored helmet saved him. Now, with this clip not being a finished and released episode within Star Wars The Clone Wars, this means that Disney can change it to whatever they want in their canon. But at least right now, this is what we got to go off of, and to be honest, this is what I prefer. I believe this is great and the best route to go, and even if Disney changes it, this duel and the way he got his dent will still be a part of my personal canon, especially if it was approved by George Lucas himself. I mean, come on, let's really think about this. I know I'm getting a little off track here, but this is something I really want to talk about. I want this to be the official canon version, and I don't want Disney to change it. And I mean, there's a reason why Dave Filoni said this at Star Wars Celebration. I mean, coincidence? I think not!
So, you know, there's not much left to say about this character, but we thought this would be an opportunity to bring something that's never been seen before.
I have a smattering of Clone Wars left that I shot that you guys haven't seen. And so we did this really cool story arc where basically the premise was Cad Bane teaches Boba Fett how to be a real bounty hunter. And it's not animated. It's in the same condition that what Bad Batch and the other released things I did online are of Clone Wars, but it's fully voiced with Daniel Logan playing Boba Fett and Corey Burton playing Cad Bane. And we finally got permission to show a clip of a gunfight between Boba Fett and Cad Bane.
You want to see it?
So right there, you can see that Boba won the fight because of his armor, but what about Cad Bane? I'm a huge fan of Cad Bane, and he's been my favorite bounty hunter forever, and you can't just have him go out in a lame way. I mean, what can I say about Bane? He has stolen a Jedi holocron, beat Obi-Wan and Quinlan Vos together on top of many other things. His reputation is definitely up there, and you can't have no rookie bounty hunter be taking him out now. But this arc, I'm sure, would have put an end to Cad Bane in a perfect way. It's like Filoni said, Cad Bane was teaching Boba, so it would make sense that Boba takes out Cad Bane. He's been taught by the Master, and not only by him, he's also learned quite a few things from other bounty hunters, so he gets the best of both worlds. And it's not like Bane is, underperformed in the fight or that Boba's more powerful, because they literally shot at the same time. Both of their timing was on point. That just continues to show that Cad Bane is still the man. He just lost to Boba Fett because of his Beskar armor, which I felt like was the perfect end to Cad Bane. That scene gives justice to the character Cad Bane, and even gave Boba that credibility and reputation. He now earned that Fett name. Now, sadly, this has been changed because of the show The Bad Batch, at least a little bit, and you may be wondering how it changed. And this has been changed in the aspect of when this happened, a time frame, or at least that's what I'm hoping. As you can see in this clip, this is happening during the Clone Wars before Revenge of the Sith. But Cad Bane shows up in the show The Bad Batch, which takes place after Revenge of the Sith, with a metal plate on his head right where he got shot. Now, there could be one of two things that they've changed. One, which I believe is more likely, but the option I really don't want to be true, and that is where the fight did happen between them in Clone Wars, but Cad Bane survived, and he's continuing his career by being a bounty hunter. And the only problem that I have with that is that that scene loses a lot of weight because no one actually died. And that also discredits that blaster that Boba was holding and shooting Cad Bane with, because it was a clear shot to the head. So if they're saying Bane survived that, then that means that they're saying that the Westar 34 blaster is really not that powerful and lethal if it can't even one-shot a Duro in the head. And they better not be saying that, because if you don't know how powerful a Westar 34 blaster is, let's just say it's really powerful, especially at close range. I mean, these are the type of pistols that his dad Django would be carrying around, so you know that they're no joke. Not only that, but if Lucasfilm actually takes that route, Boba doesn't get that credibility and reputation, while Disney still has to find a good way to kill off Cad Bane in the right way, because if they don't, then I know a lot of us fans, including me, would be pretty upset. I mean, Filoni and George had something good with that original scene, but if Disney has it where Cad Bane lived through that fight, then I feel like it kind of loses a lot of its weight. Unless they go with option 2, which I would prefer, but is more unlikely, and that is that the duel will still happen, it just happens later after the Bad Batch. Personally, I'm hoping it's the second option, but like I said, it seems like the first option is more likely because of the time frame and the metal plate in his head. But who knows, we may get some more information on this in the future on what version Disney wants to make canon, especially since the Book of Boba is coming out this year. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up or anything, but I would love to see Cad Bane in live action as a flashback. Specifically, the original fight in the Clone Wars between him and Cad Bane. Now, I'm sure that's just me getting my hopes up, but I mean, you guys know, if you've been at some of my live streams, that is definitely something I've always wanted to be an official canon without a doubt. But now, I'm just going to be giving my reasoning on why Boba Fett kept his dent from the original clip, because that's how George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, would have had it. Plus, that's honestly all we've got to work with so far until Disney officially changes it. So with that said, and that you guys know what is officially canon and how things can change with all the Star Wars content that's coming out by Disney in the future, you can take this with a grain of salt, but as of right now, this is my reasoning on why Boba Fett would keep his dent in his helmet after cleaning it up in the second season of The Mandalorian. So, in the second season of The Mandalorian, we see that Boba Fett decides to clean up his armor, and may I just say, he is looking clean and fresh. But I mean, he had a lot of marks that he had to remove, and he even repainted his armor. But why did he keep that specific dent in his helmet? Well, I believe it's because that was his first big jump for his reputation, as well as it being a combination of a constant reminder and his respect for Cad Bane as a bounty hunter. That dent symbolizes something huge and shows everyone that he survived that fight and won. Now, if that reason wasn't enough for you, the more logical one I can think of is that the material to repair his dents, Beskar steel, is still very rare and he just hasn't gotten a chance to fix it yet. Although, that is a little harder for me to believe since he has had many dents on his armor since the Clone Wars, and I'm sure he could have gotten his hands on a little bit of Beskar at some point in his life. Especially since he did jobs for clients where money didn't matter at all, and all they cared about was that Boba got the job done. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it or you learned something new, please consider liking the video if you liked it or dislike it if you disliked it. But if any of you guys have any questions, comments, constructive criticism for me, or any theories on why Boba Fett kept his dent after cleaning his armor, please put them all in the comments down below because I do read and respond to them. I'm genuinely curious. And if you are interested in those future Star Wars lore videos, Star Wars news, just everything Star Wars, or just want to help me out, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing, or hit that notification bell down below so you never miss a video. Especially since the Book of Boba Fett will be coming out soon this year, so you can expect some more Boba Fett lore videos coming out soon on the channel. And to give you guys a quick sneak peek on my next Star Wars lore video, it will be going over how Boba got his iconic Beskar green armor. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you, always.